Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another edition of HRD 600, History and Philosophy of Adult Education. So we are now entering the third module, and the third module out of 4, so we're making lightning speed these days, it feels like, and we're already into week number 8. Technically, week number 8 starts tomorrow, which is October 21st. But as you can see from the screen, Module 3 encompasses weeks number 8 through 11. And just to give you a very brief overview of each one of them, in week number 8, we look at the humanist tradition, which, I'll show my bias, but this happens to be actually one of my favorite topics in this particular course, and a concurrent theme that runs through many of the courses in the adult and higher ed program. So we'll circle back to week number 8 in a second. Week number 9, we have our book discussions, The Right to Write, and one of the books that you've read, Push or Educated. In week number 10, we will look at critical theory, and some of you may be most familiar with the topics that have been surrounding this particular issue. It's hard not to read something online, what a school board is looking at. There's certain parts of the country that debate critical race theory. In particular, should it be taught in school, should it not be taught in school, and we're going to stay away from the shoulds, but we will be exploring critical theory. And then in week number 11, we're going to be doing a review, and then we will be talking about the field studies. And so more to come on that. I mean, that's quite a ways out at this point. So to get us going, week number 8, here's the video. The video gives it's the one I'm recording right now, but it'll just give you a very brief overview of what to do this week. And I hope everybody in the meantime does have an opportunity to get outside, because the weather has been just amazing over the last few days, and it looks like for the next week it's going to be amazing. So the video and humanism and critical theory, a very brief overview of each one of those. To me, the humanist perspective it influenced heavily the entire thought process of things like maybe not the entire thought process, but things like andragogy, which is the kind of the art and the science of teaching adults. For those who have been in the adult learner course, you probably still remember andragogy. It is one of the topics that has always spoken to me. Malcolm Knowles was really the one that kind of brought this idea, this set of assumptions about how adults learn into the forefront. Andragogy has been talked about for a long time, but not in the context or the same way that Malcolm Knowles has. So humanists really believe that the purpose of education is that each human to discover their own strengths and interests, and kind of pursuing those. And I won't say it ends in enlightenment, because that's kind of stretching the truth. But they view each individual as, capable of a tremendous amount, and part of the role of education is to help individuals achieve whatever success or whatever level they are able to succeed. I'll leave it at that. Critical theory, we'll circle back to that, and you certainly can explore that subject on your own. By the way, if anybody needs the materials for weeks number 9, 10, or 11, please let me know. I tweet them all the time, and I don't like to release too many weeks in advance, but just say you're traveling somewhere, you're on a trip, you need the materials, let me know. Okay. So the overarching question for the week, what are the philosophical underpinnings, assumptions, beliefs of the humanist education philosophy? And really, how have they shaped the idea of adult education? Course outcomes, these come right from, well, it actually starts with a course blueprint, which I'm part of the curriculum committee for the School of Education and Human Development at USM. We look at course blueprints all the time. The course blueprints feed into the syllabus, or the syllabi for each one of the courses. So all of these come right from that, from the course blueprint. So to do this week, review the theoretical frameworks, explore the humanist tradition, and I've checked all of these links on my computer. They work. Please let me know if they don't on your computer. There's an awful lot in here. I don't expect you to look at everything, but once again, you're all master's students. You probably have learned, or you are learning, that skimming the materials and or looking at the discussion posts for some prompts and then you circle back to the materials is the way to go. So take a look at these, watch the media clips, participate in the online discussions, and then continue with the readings. Let me hit handy dandy arrows moving us forward. So here's the discussion forum. And you can read these as well as I can. I'd like you to they circle back. There's 3 prompts, 1, 2, and 3. I'd like you to please respond in one post. So all you need to do is one post, but I'd like you to respond to at least 2 of these. Once again, these don't have to be a dissertation, 200, 500 words. This is not meant to be an assignment. It is meant to be your opportunity to chime in. And by the way, I am behind on grading the discussion forums. I am traveling a week from Tuesday, not this coming Tuesday. I will be all caught up this week with the discussion forums and the grading and any other grading that we have in this course. So stay tuned. By the way, I am presenting at a national conference in Reno, Nevada next week. And I'll talk about that next weekend. But really the topic is Malcolm Knowles' work and what educators can do in an online environment. So once again, this week, these topics this week really speak to me, and hopefully I will be able to speak to a larger audience out in Reno, Nevada in a week and a half. So there's the discussion forums. I'm going to quickly move to the next. And as you can see, now we're into week number 9. So I'm going to go back to the actual week number 8. So once again, we have the overview. I'd like you to watch the video, read the overview. This is really the to-do of the week, the humanist philosophy. And then we have a discussion forum. So simply put, that's what we have on the plate for the week. I hope you have a fabulous week. Thank you for the patience in me grading the discussion forums. I will be caught up this week. Okay, everybody, have a great week, and we'll see you all online. Goodbye.